This is Mosaik, live from the Freak Sanctum, and there was some movies this year that really exemplified how much this year sucked. Now, I did a really good job of staying away from films that I thought were going to be terrible, or I just didn't really care about seeing. So, stuff like the Emoji Movie will not be here. None of the movies I saw this year I really hated in any way. There were some I thought were stupid, some I thought that were forgettable, but overall, the movies that I saw this year were all pretty good, or at the very least, halfway decent. These are the 5 movies that were not terrible at all. They weren't god-awful, but they were not exactly great in any way. So, keep that in mind. These are the top 10 movies I saw this year that ranked the lowest. They are not all awful. Cracking the list at the number 5 slot, we have XXX Return of Xander Cage. This movie was stupid. It was stupid in a lot of good ways. It was also stupid in a lot of bad ways. For one thing, the ego of this film. Oh my god. It's so freaking egotistical, but it's like, I don't know, this is kind of like the enjoyable jerk cliche. It's really dumb, and it's really stupid, and probably needs to die. But you can say it was good while it lasted, I guess. You know, it's definitely not the worst thing I saw. It's not trying to be smart enough to be that dumb. At number 4, we have Justice League. Keep in mind, I enjoyed the heck out of this film. But it was about the rankings, and you know, there are a lot of things I enjoyed about this film, but honestly, everything is just average. It's just pretty average. This film could have been so much worse, and I'm glad it wasn't. But it also could have been a lot better. There was a lot of areas where I was just like, yeah, that could have been done better. Yeah, this could have been done better. Like, and I shouldn't have that thought going through my head throughout the entire movie. Okay, now we're getting into the films that I did not enjoy that much. And starting off the list, we have Beauty and the Beast 2017. Now, let me just say this. It's okay. It's okay. I do not just hate this film because Power Rangers got gypped by it. That certainly didn't help its case, but there are a lot more reasons why I don't like this film, other than the fact that it... okay. The thing about this movie is that it doesn't hold a candle to the original, and it doesn't manage to be a decent film in its own right. It actually weakens the story that it's supposedly based on by adding in elements that don't make any sense. All the songs are done worse. The Beast just doesn't look as good. I will say this, the finale was actually better. I did like the finale better, dealing with all of the servants. As far as dealing with the Beast and Gaston, again, the original just caps it. I just did not understand why this film was necessary in the slightest. At the number 2 slot, we have Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales. The name of the game is boring. This movie is so boring. It's a snooze fest. Everybody in this movie is just sleepwalking through it, and I just don't understand. Well, I do understand. This is the 5th one. They're all just tired of it by now. Johnny Depp clearly doesn't give a crap anymore. The only thing that actually made me care were the 2 new leads, who were pretty much well, I won't say carbon copies. I will say this, they were slightly more characterized versions of Elizabeth and Will from the first movie. So it's really just a retread. This movie is just lazy. It is so lazy, I was nearly put to sleep. Just don't watch this movie. Let these things die, please. Now for the one occupying the bottom of the list, monster trucks. I'll be real, I don't even dislike this film that much. The problem with it is, I just thought it was forgettable. Everything about this movie is done so much better in other things. This is basically E.T., only so much worse. Granted, it's creative considering it's based off of monster trucks, but that's a stupid thing in general. Like, all I'm saying is, this movie, you'll watch it and you forget about it 5 seconds later. At least Pirates has a decent score that I could, like, get into. There's actually bits of the score on my phone. But everything about this movie is so forgettable. Not to mention, Lucas Till does not look like he belongs in high school. He just doesn't seem that likable a character. And then there's that girl who follows him around, just doesn't take the hint. He don't like you. And they just end up together because that's what happens. I'm sorry, this movie is just, I don't know. At least Pirates 5 had elements of it that could keep me interested in parts. This movie, I was uninterested throughout most of it. And why are these guys trying to kill these kids? What the heck sense does that make? Whatever, I'm done with this. It's finally done. Keep in mind, these are not the worst movies of the year at all. These are just the worst ones I saw. Tell me down in the comments, what are your least favorite movies that came out this year? Even if it's Star Wars The Last Jedi, just go ahead and put it down there. Because, like, I would like to know. I would like to start the conversation. Like and share this video with your friends if you enjoyed it. Maybe they can find some positivity out of this negativity. Who knows? But, as always, this is the Freak Sanctum, and this is Mosaik signing off.